Morning, fellow cow enthusiasts. It's happened. The stuff has arrived. So on this video, I'm going to show you a little bit of the things that I have to deal with on the other side of the lens. And first, we need some coffee. That's an important thing. Here's our microphone. Mr. Techman delivered it yesterday. And it's really cool. It comes in this fancy box. One-handed Joe here. That goes onto the phone. This thing goes onto this, whatever, the edge of my toque or my collar or something, and stuff, and the two microphones. Don't forget to put it back in there or it won't charge. And it comes with these two little microphone puffy things, and this gizmo, Bluetooth's wireless connection to the microphones. And so this is supposed to absorb the wind and buffeting and all of that stuff, and we'll find out. So we've got microphones, and shortly we're gonna hook all this stuff up and you'll be able to tell whether it made any difference at all. And here's the gimbal. We've had this before. You guys have been watching. This is the little tripod. And that's the thing that I stand up down by the cow feeder, and this twists over that way, and then that opens up like that, and this thing right here goes in there, click. Now your phone is connected to this thing, woo! And this thing keeps that from happening, and it's very smoothly levels out your pictures. And then when you want to just pack it, and when I put you guys into the trough, there's like a little circle of wire, and then I just take it and I poke this end down in there and then push these here buttons, and because it's got lots of different modes, and this is how you zoom in and out with this thing, and you can steer the camera around with this little joystick. It's a lot of fun. Look at it out there. Isn't it nice? And we're gonna go feed those cows now. There you go, Swing Fin. There's the, oh, you can see that, the real temperature. Feels like very balmy weather compared to what we've been having. Those baby cows, I'm late because I've been messing around with those toys. We'll see what the baby cows think about it. I moved that little fuzzy thing off my collar because my winter coat and stuff. I've got it clipped to the side of my toque, and it's kind of positioned right if I was wearing an earring where my earring would be. This ice is treacherous. So here I am with the camera, the bucket in one hand and the camera in the other. So if you see suddenly looking at the sky, you'll know what happened on this ice, because right under here it's really slick. Yeah, can't even move. So let's feed these babies. They've been very patient, and there we go. That's the little, I didn't bring the microphone to clip onto the wire, but I'd had enough technology for one day. We'll put the camera up in this little, now that you know, I'm gonna poke the legs of that tripod into that thing right there, and give you a look at the babies having their breakfast. Brunch now, a slow farmer. Okay, here comes the oats. Are you ready, babies? Don't spill it. Hey, don't fall down. It's slippery ice. Watch out. Get out of the way. Boy, they're a little hungry. Oops. There you go, Bambi. Have some more. Get it all. I have this learning curve now. I have to stop yelling at the camera when I put it over there, because this little fuzzy earring that I have, I don't have to yell anymore. All right, let's take you out of here. Whoops, you got some on your head, Cujo. There, get it off. Oh, no, that's Stella. Boy, the babies, I can hardly call them babies anymore. They're getting way bigger. Aren't you? Yeah. It's kind of interesting. You can see when the weather gets warmer like this, oh, they get a lot sassier. The bale of hay I gave them last night had quite a bit of beech reeds in it. The cows aren't so crazy about eating the beech reeds, so we'll have to pick a really good bale for them this time. Okay. Is it good, Cujo? Yeah, you get it. That's a boy. Push. Get in there. Yeah. They're all down this end. We got Bambi. She's got this end to herself. She usually gets kind of pushed out. Okay, let's go give them some hay and try not to fall on our head on this ice. Ready to go, Finn? Yeah? Ready? Okay, come on. Pat the bums. Dot, dot, dot. Cujo? No frost on the babies now. It's t-shirt weather here. That's what it feels like. Coco? Yeah, she's a good girl. And Bambi. She's getting tall. Look at her compared to Coco. She is taller when you measure right here. The thing is, the Limousin is a bigger breed than the Angus. Angus is on the small side of medium, and Limousin is kind of on the big side of medium as far as breeds go. So all right, here we go. Let's go see what they did to those reeds. Ooh, and look at that. I can't even look up there. Here we are, just about 11:30. No. Yikes. It's well past noon. And the sun is normally, it would be down behind the trees over here and we would be getting dark already. But look at that. The sun is halfway up the trees on the top of the ridge there. And here comes the babies. You ready for your hay? Oh! Hey, Stella. Want a pat? You guys ate it all up, eh? Oh, lucky cows. We should have a brushing day pretty soon. Yeah, Stella, she's turned into quite a snuggle bug. Stella and Coco, they're both very affectionate. Don't step on my toe. Oh, she tried. Oh, you like it? Is it nice? Okay. There you go. I keep forgetting not to yell. And I can hear cars going by on the highway. There's 3 or 4 of them whizzing by, and it'll be interesting once we produce this to see how much noise canceling there is. And apparently on this mic device there is a noise canceling function. I have no idea whether I have that turned on at this point or not. We're going to learn about that too, I guess. Hey, Coco. When her hair from the sun shining on it, it's actually, you know, when the sun shines through the windshield of the car and the dashboard gets really hot. Whoops. Don't be scared. And the dashboard gets really hot. If you put your hand right here, it's really quite warm, cozy. What are you looking at? Huh? Need more snuggles? Yeah, he's a good boy, aren't you, Coochie? Huh. Well, he gets male cows that get a little bit more. Well, I don't know. Maybe because he gets all the pets because he's a favorite, but they tend to be, well, just like boys and girls. They're different, right? They're a little more scrappy. And Bambi, we're going to lead you one day. Yes, we are. And once we get a halter on her, then we can clip the microphone onto her little halter. A friend of mine is threatened to let us use his GoPro, and I'm got this brainchild. I'd like to hook a GoPro to the nose, the bridge of the nose piece that goes over on a cow halter, and let you guys ride around and live life like a cow for a few minutes. Hey, it's getting to be that time of year, is it? Okay, here we go. Oh, and yeah, I took the other tarp off. So we just have the one tarp on here. Boy, it's bright. I love it. And that's the hay we've got left. And it's not going to last long because, don't forget, these babies are big babies. When they started the winter, it took them 2 days between the 5 of them to eat 1 bale of hay. Now they eat 2 bales a day, and so this is going to vaporize fairly quickly. Here you go, that's those beech reeds. These things right here. That's that thick, tall, and they don't like it. I think the reason they like anything that has food value to it, and it's a lot like eating cardboard, these beech reeds. But they cleaned it up pretty good. It was heaped up last night. If they were hungry, they would eat them, but they're not that flavorful or whatever. But when I'm cutting the hay, I run them over through there anyway, just to keep it tidied up. And then also near when you get down to the moist part, get some light on this, you get the moss comes up too, and cows do not like to eat moss. They'll put it in their mouth and then they'll work and yeah, see? No, that's no good, is it, Coochie? Want that? Yeah. Nope. Cows don't eat moss. And so soon here, one of these days, it'll get all cleaned up and they sort through it. They can put it in their mouth and they taste it and they spit out the part that they don't like. And one of these times they'll come here and they'll have licked it all up, and you go through and you scratch all the sticks and get rid of that stuff that they don't like. But there you go. And it's hard to say whether the beech reeds, maybe there's nutrition in there, but it just tastes badly. But nature doesn't usually work that way. If the cows don't like to eat it, it's because it's not good. Like those little tiny, in pieces of the hayfield, there's little tiny poplar trees, aspen, try to start growing, and they're not even the size of a pencil. Every year they start back up again, and then when I mow the hay, I cut them. And the leaves, those, the little short ones, they only are a couple feet high, maybe 3, and they get those giant leaves on them. And when they get some of that in one of the bales of hay, they pick the leaves out right away and eat them. They quite like poplar leaves. I don't imagine they taste good, and there's lots of moose and deer and wild animals. They quite often will use their bottom teeth and scrape the bark off of aspen trees and stuff like that. So there's something nutritional in there that they like, and that's where one of the active ingredients in aspirin, the headache relief, comes from the aspen tree. And so some old people say that when you see a tree scraped like that, that means that the moose had a headache and he was trying to get some aspirin. I don't know about that, but there's probably some nutrients in there for sure that they like. And so, although there's quite a pile here, a lot of it is those beech reeds or swamp grass or whatever you want to call them things that they're not that crazy about eating. Take them a nice new bale down out of there. Let's have a look under there so you can see before I park you. So here we are. And I've pulled down that many bales. Can you see under here? We'll get them that bale right there. Oops. That one. And we'll feed it to them. But we're getting down to the nubbins. And then hopefully, with all this warm weather, the water's going to be running if it carries on like this, plus 5 and 6 by Sunday. And we'll be out to the farm to get a pickup load of more hay to top up our hay supply here. At 2 bales a day, this won't last long. Okay, we're stretching out this thing. Yeah. Park you guys right here. Twist the buttons around so that it looks like we can see what you want to see. Oh, that's pretty good, just like that. Isn't it? A little bit. Okay, I'm going to get a bale of hay. And now I don't have to yell because you guys are clipped to my toque. Oh yes, this is a very nice bale. Dandelions poking right out of it. They're all, do you want it, baby cows? Oh, here I come. Oh yeah. Hey, we'll have it. Oh, look at how nice this looks. Gotta show you how beautifully green it is. Can you see that? Oh, it's just about as green as it was when it was cut. And so they'll like that. Look at the shadows from the sun too. Okay, get it. You deserve it. You've been eating beach reeds for a bit. You should have some nice good stuff, eh? Here you go. That's a beautiful bale. Very nice. It's got some alfalfa in it and everything that a cow likes. Good job. You ate the beach reeds. So now you can have some good stuff. All right. Good boy. Whoops. Here, I saw. Oh, yeah. I was talking to you about the poplar leaves. There's the remains of a little poplar leaf. And they like them. Yeah, that's a really nice bale. Oops, more poplar leaves here. This is a really nice bale, and I can tell where it came from. A very nice part of the field that really produces nicely. The soil there is beautiful. And there you go. Is it good, cowies? Yummy stuff? Good girls. And Cujo. He's a good boy, aren't you? Yeah, I'm a good boy too. Here, have this, look. You're like, finally a bale of the good stuff, eh? Let's see. Yeah. You can see my shadow bent over there. I'm looking at the viewfinder on the other side of the camera to see what you guys are seeing. And then I can push this, roll this little thing on this side and zoom you in if we want to. And you can steer. If I jiggle it, that's what this gimbal does, is it deletes the wiggles. But now I have to watch my shadow covering up poor Bambi. Is it yummy? You get it, Cowie. Good girls. So I pulled the tarp off, dug out all this snow, this big heap. I'll show you when I pick you up. This big heap behind the camera is all the snow that's on the top. I should do the math and see how many bales. You guys watch the cows. I'm going to count bales. So there's 1, 2, 3 wide. No, yeah, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 6, 3 times 6 is 18 on the bottom row. One, two, three. 4, 5, 6. next one up. 12. Yeah, about 12 on a row is very roughly what we've got, times 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we've got 72 bales left. And that's a fairly generous guess. Probably less, closer to 65. We'll call it 64. Divided by 2 is 32. 32 days left worth of hay. Here you go. Oh, Dots. Is it lovely? Get it. That's practically green grass. That's just beautiful stuff. You get it. Have it. Yeah. Problem is I filled them up with beech reeds, so now quit pushing it out. Then you won't be able to reach it. Yeah. Good babies. Dot, dot. Yeah. You can see the sun. I don't know if you. The sun is pushing the warmth of the sun on this pole. You can feel it. This pole is actually warm, and this ice is receding here. And I was looking at I'll put a clip of our little weather, because the Williams Lake Airport, if you look sort of straight up and just on the other side of the highway over top of those trees, that's where the Williams Lake International Airport is. And it's just barely an international airport. You can't land a 747 there, but they can land 737s. And that's where our weather station is. So I'll put a clip of what their predictions are for at the Williams Lake Airport. And they're saying by, I think it's not this coming Sunday, but the Wednesday after that, it's supposed to stay above freezing overnight. And then it doesn't have to start melting the next morning because it hasn't frozen. And then you lose a whole bunch of snow really quickly. More poplar leaves. And you're well on your way to the spring melt. Once that happens and it stops freezing at nighttime, the snow disappears really quickly. Well, because it melts all night and all day too. Doesn't it, Bambi? Yeah, don't be scared. We're gonna have to put a halter on you right here, just like this. Start roughing her up with a rope. I have a rope in my pocket. This is my emergency rope. Right here. This is my cow coat. In the pocket of my cow coat is this little piece of rope for Bambi to start teaching her how to be okay with a rope. I just go like this and I use it to pet her with. And then she starts to go, oh, it's just ropes, don't worry about that. And she gets really comfortable with the idea of a rope. Hey, Bambi, yeah. And then when it comes time for her to deal with a rope, she doesn't have to be scared of that idea. And it's, because you can't just throw a rope on a cow and teach it to lead. But she's exceptionally nervous. Look at Cucho, he doesn't even care, and I've never done this to him before, but he doesn't mind it at all. He's kind of liking it. You use the rope to rub them, right? And then they see that as like the brush. I bring the brush out and they love the brush. And so you teach them to love the rope too in the same way. Right? Hey, Bambi, teach them to love the rope too. Yeah. Okay, this video is going to be a long video. And there, did you hear those cars going by? I'm really intrigued to see how much this mic cancels out those. There's no wind today, so there isn't any buffeting wind for us to check, but it'll be interesting to see the sounds on Highway 97 up there. That's the one that runs just in between that red barn and the house here. Be interesting to see how much noise canceling there is there. And then I have to do a little more research in YouTube how-to videos to see about the noise canceling. But I'm not so sure about the noise canceling because, hear that? How are you guys going to hear the cows munching if I put on noise canceling? I'll need to put a little microphone, hook it on right here somewhere. Yeah. Hey, Stella. Yeah. It's always the piece that's just a little bit out of your reach, isn't it? That you're always after. Here. There. The grass is always greener right where you can't quite reach it. Cows have that same psychology, like humans. Okay, I'm going to pick you up and have a close look at these babies. I'm going to push this gadget back in. There, now you can see in the shadow maybe how long this... can you? Yeah. See the length of this in the shadow. There's the phone. Oops. Head out, you stupid thing. The phone is on the top, and then the little gimbaling device that wobbles the phone around, and then when you pull it out of the handheld thing, it stretches out to maybe 20 inches, but then you can just push it down in, see? There. Now you see what I operate with. There's the cowies. Hey, Dots. Say hello to your friends. Yeah. And Coco. Good girl. Yeah, we get it. Is it good? Stella. Oh. Yeah, good girl. Oh, they're all fuzzy and hot, actually. Like, if I felt that hot, I'd be like, woof, I gotta get my sweater off. The sun's shining on them. Cujo and Bambi. Go to the other end. There's lots over there. Eh? No, you're gonna rub me with that rope again. I don't like you anymore. There you have it, folks. This is a long video. Thanks for watching. Thanks for coming to share these cows with me. So, wherever you are, have a happy day, and we'll see you next time. The flat little parts on the snow crystals, that's when it's so sparkly. Once it starts to melt, then it doesn't sparkle anymore, but I don't know if you can see the sparkles or not. I'm on a quest to show you guys the sparkles, but and then the sun still up in the sky. Look at that. How lucky we are. Okay. Next time. Back the little bums. There she came over the other end. This is your spot, Bambi. She's the littlest, so she can easily get her head through there. And I put some goodies over there just for her. Mrs. Dots. Coco. I think this is Stella. Stella and Cujo. Yeah, this is Stella. She's a little bit narrower in the backside. Cujo's, but they're about the same height now. All the babies are having their springtime growth spurt. Oh, and yeah. Surprise, surprise. It's only from the 15th of March to the 15th of April. That's calving season, and it's the 12th of February now, so just about a month, and we'll be having more babies. That's arguably one of my favorite times of the year.